Force-free training works in the real world. Yeah, so does Monopoly money, if you never leave the living room. These
Okay, that's a terrible analogy because force-free training is science and Monopoly is a game. I'm just saying. What are you talking about, bro? What are you saying right now? So is Monopoly money. This is kind of cringe. This is cringe for so many reasons. The first is this guy's obviously, like, I think he's kind of planned this whole speech out, and I have a feeling, just based on what he's said already, that this is going to be really bad. And also, I just like that he has, like, this random dog with him, just to prove that he works with dogs. Like, you know, like, he couldn't just stand there by himself and talk. He has to have the dog with him, and the dog has to be quiet, just so that we know. We know. All right, let's see what else he has to say.
positive-only trainers love to say, we don't use punishment. Translation, we don't use accountability, just cookies and coping mechanisms.
Oh, sweetheart. Okay, wow. You know what? So this kind of reminds me of the time that I was traveling from the East Coast to the West Coast via Amtrak. I recommend that everyone does that. That was a really cool experience. It was 3 days, and I took my beautiful and amazing dog with me. That being said, I remember this guy like beat his son in the bathroom. I shouldn't laugh at that. I'm laughing. It was more of an uncomfortable laugh, but I could hear him like beating his son, like he's like smacking him, and the son starts crying, and it was like super uncomfortable, and like everyone on the train just kind of like looking around, you know. And then he comes out of the bathroom, and the kid's like drying his tears, like you know, and then the dad points to me and my dog, and he goes, "See that pit bull? That pit bull's more well-rounded and more respected and more well-behaved than you'll ever be." And so I looked at the guy and I told him, well, maybe that's because I didn't beat her. That's a true story. That really happened. So that being said, this guy kind of reminds me of that guy on the dad on the train, right? It's like, yeah, okay, so using adverse methods is taking accountability. Sweetheart, no. No, that's not, that's been, everything that dog psychology and science points to is disagreeing with what you're saying so far. But I'm going to give you more chances to talk because we're not even like, you haven't even said much yet. And so I'll give you more chances to redeem yourself. Let's see what else you have to say.
Science-based until the dog drags its owner into traffic. Then suddenly it's, we don't
That's never happened to me.
handle aggression cases. No kidding, because the world doesn't care about your feelings chart.
Also, I've totally taken a lot of aggression cases, and it has nothing to do with my feelings chart.
You can't positively reinforce your way out of danger. Pressure exists. Consequences exist.
Oh,
The world already applies both.
no.
I just teach dogs how to handle it.
Sweetie.
Force-free works great online until reality shows up. Follow for real training, not the fantasy that gets dogs weak.
Oh my God. Oh, sweetheart. Oh my goodness. Where do I begin? Yeah, so like I said earlier, no, I've taken a lot of aggressive cases. I just am not like y'all, where I'm all like, ugh, well, I gotta look cool on my TikTok. Look, I'm gonna do this to the dog, and they're not gonna be aggressive anymore. All these guys on TikTok, guys that take aggressive cases, trust me, they go home and they bite the neighbor. They didn't do anything. They look cool on TikTok. Right? The reason why you don't see people like me and other positive reinforcement type trainers out there, like Victoria Stilwell, Zach George, Ian Dunbar, all those guys, right? So those are kind of some of the leaders of positive reinforcement, and all the other people that have commented on my channel, if you're a positive reinforcement. The reason why you don't see those type of dog daddy type videos, okay, is because we don't put the dog in that position to begin with. We're just not that dumb. Okay? Like, we don't stress the dog out to make cool content for your stupid ass. Okay? Like, we are actually just doing our job. We are starting training with the dog at a level where the dog feels comfortable with us. And that creates a safe environment for us to start working with this dog. So when we are filming ourselves with an aggressive case, that's why it doesn't seem aggressive to you, because we've created an environment where that's not going to happen, where the dog isn't going to bite us. By the way, I've worked as a dog trainer for about 13 years, and I've worked with dogs in general for about 17, 18, something like that. And I have never been bit. I've been nipped at. I've had some bruises, but I've never been bit. And all of these aggressive cases that I've had, despite what this guy says, okay, never bit me. And there's a reason why. Okay. The other thing I'd like to say too about what this guy just said is pressure exists. I don't really understand what he means by that. I think what he's trying to say, but failed miserably, is like the idea of using pressure as a communication tool. But in all of the dog psychology textbooks that I've ever read, including, like Do As I Do and imitation training, including agility training, including sports training, including military-based training, including working dog training, none of them use pressure as a communication tool. That's the common denominator. None of them. Okay? Military included. They had like pinch collars, which I didn't use for the dog that I was paired with, but they still didn't preach the idea of using pressure as a communication tool. In fact, the people that trained the dogs there, they were still all positive reinforcement. They started them as puppies, right? And they have them doing agility and bite work. How do you think you get a dog like amped? You think you just yank on their neck and say pressure? What are you talking about? Oh my God, you guys. I just want us all to move forward together as a dog training community, but we got to deal with people like this who are just like, pressure is a communication tool. It exists. It exists because you've been reading books from the 1950s, sweetheart. Anyway, I hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope it makes you laugh. And if this guy wants to stand up for himself and write comments in my comment section, please do. I encourage it. You have the right, and you're entitled to your thoughts and opinions. But please be respectful of the other people that are watching this video. Thank you.